There is a bowl inside your mind, and right now, it is overflowing. Overflowing with yesterday's failures, tomorrow's fears, every what if, every regret, every voice that told you that you weren't enough. You have been trying to pour peace into a mind that is already full, and that is why you keep feeling stuck. But what if I told you there's an ancient secret, one taught on top of a mountain centuries ago, that could change the way you carry every burden for the rest of your life? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you will never look at your own mind the same way again. Welcome back to Josh Word. If you've ever felt like your thoughts were louder than your life, if you've ever laid awake at 2 a.m. replaying conversations that ended hours ago, if you have ever felt busy but never at peace, this video was made for you. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of a young man named Hiro. Not a hero because he wore armor, not a hero because he slayed dragons. He was a hero because he did something far harder than any battle. He faced the war inside his own mind. This is a story about water, about silence, about a lesson so simple it will humble you, and so powerful it will follow you for the rest of your life. Let's begin. Once, in a village cradled between rolling green hills, there lived a young man named Hiro. Everyone knew his name. Not because he was the strongest, or the wealthiest, or the most talented, but because of his mind. It never stopped. It never rested. It ran like a river with no shore, carrying him from the mistakes of his past to the anxieties of a future that hadn't even arrived yet. He would sit beneath the sun and see nothing but clouds of worry. He would lie beneath the stars and count regrets instead of constellations. Does that sound familiar? Because if it does, I need you to understand something right now. Hiro is not just a character in a story. Hiro is you. Hiro is me. Hiro is every single person who has ever tried to build a future while dragging the weight of an unquiet mind behind them like a chain. One day, whispers reached Hiro's ears, whispers of a man who lived far away, atop a mountain few dared to climb. They called him the Zen Master. They said he possessed something rarer than gold, rarer than power, the secret to true inner peace. And something inside Hiro, some tired, aching, desperate part of his soul said, "I have to find him." So he did what very few people are ever brave enough to do. He left comfort behind to go looking for clarity. Understand this. The mountain was not kind. For days Hiro walked, his legs burned, his feet bled, the wind cut through him like a blade, and more than once, doubt whispered in his ear, "Turn back. This is foolish. Peace doesn't exist, not for someone like you." But here is the first lesson hidden in this story, and I want you to feel it deep in your chest. Every meaningful transformation in your life will require you to walk through discomfort you didn't plan for. There is no shortcut to clarity. There is no elevator to peace. You climb, you bleed a little, you question everything, and still you keep going. Because somewhere beyond the pain, at the very top of that mountain, Hiro finally saw him. An old man, sitting in silence, eyes closed, breathing like the mountain itself was breathing through him. Hiro approached, and with a trembling voice and an aching heart, he bowed and said, "Master, my mind is restless. I yearn for peace. Please teach me how to empty my mind." The Zen Master opened his eyes, and what Hiro saw in them wasn't judgment, it wasn't pity, it was recognition. "Empty your mind," the Master said, with the faintest knowing smile. "Very well, I will teach you." The Master led Hiro to a quiet courtyard. In the center sat a great stone basin filled to the very brim with water. The Master lifted a small ladle, dipped it into the basin, and poured a single scoop into a tiny bowl beside it. Then he turned to Hiro and said the words that would change his life. "Your task is this: empty the entire basin into that small bowl without spilling a single drop. Hiro stared at the basin, then at the bowl. The math alone felt impossible. The basin held 100 times more water than the bowl could ever contain. But Hiro didn't argue. He picked up the ladle and began. Scoop after scoop he worked. Minutes turned into hours. His arms grew heavy, sweat lined his brow, and still the basin barely seemed to empty at all. Frustration crept into his chest like smoke filling a room. His breathing quickened, his grip on the ladle tightened, and the harder he tried, the more his mind screamed at him, "This is pointless. This will never work. You are failing." Now pause with me for a second, because this is where most people quit. How many of you have poured everything you had into something and felt like the basin never got any emptier? A relationship, a dream, a goal you've chased for years. You scooped and scooped and scooped, and it felt like nothing was changing. Hiro felt that exact despair, and it was in that exact moment, at his breaking point, that the master finally spoke again. The master walked over slowly. He placed a gentle hand on Hiro's trembling shoulder, and he said, "Hiro, my dear student, you are trying so hard to empty the basin, but you have forgotten the first and most important step." Hiro looked up, confused, exhausted, desperate. "To empty the basin," the master said, "you must first empty your mind." Silence fell across the courtyard, because here, right here, is the truth this entire story has been building towards. You cannot pour peace into your life while your mind is still clenched around chaos. You cannot build the future you dream of while gripping so tightly to fear, to control, to every outcome you're terrified of losing. Hiro asked, almost pleading, "Master, how? How do I empty my mind?" And the master's answer was the simplest, most devastatingly powerful sentence in this entire story. Let go of your worries. Let go of your fears. Let go of your attachments. Focus only on what is in front of you. Be fully present, and the rest will follow. Not work harder, not hustle more, not force it. Let go. Be present. Trust the process. That is the mindset shift that separates the people who stay stuck from the people who finally break through.
Hiro took a breath, a real one, deep, slow, deliberate. He stopped fighting the basin. He stopped fighting himself. Instead, he focused only on the ladle in his hand, the sound of water, the coolness against his skin, the rhythm of scoop, lift, pour. Nothing else existed. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not the fear of failing. Just this moment, just this motion, just this breath. And something extraordinary happened. His mind grew quiet. His movements grew smooth. Time seemed to dissolve. He was no longer trying to empty the basin. He simply was emptying it. Scoop by scoop, the water flowed. Not by force, not by struggle, but by presence. And then, the final drop. Hiro looked down. The great stone basin, the one that had defeated him for hours, was completely empty. Every drop transferred, exactly as the master had asked. Hiro stood in stunned silence, staring at his own hands as if they belonged to someone new. The Zen Master smiled and said the words that echo across centuries, straight into your life, right now, today. When you empty your mind, you allow the universe to flow through you. You become one with the task in front of you, and everything falls into place. Here's what I need you to take from this story and carry with you long after this video ends. Your basin, your goals, your dreams, your healing, your breakthrough, it is not going to empty itself through sheer force. It's not going to empty because you grip it tighter, stress about it harder, or replay your fears on a loop until you're exhausted. It empties through presence. It empties when you stop fighting the process and start trusting it. It empties one scoop, one decision, one action, one breath at a time. You don't need a bigger bowl, you need a quieter mind. Stop trying to control every outcome. Stop drowning in what hasn't happened yet. Stop punishing yourself for water you already spilled yesterday. Pick up the ladle, empty your mind, trust the process, and watch everything fall into place. If this video moved something inside you, if you felt even one word of this in your chest, hit that like button right now. It truly helps this message reach someone else who needs to hear it today. Subscribe to Josh Word, because this is only the beginning. We are just getting started, and the transformation doesn't stop here. Turn on that notification bell so you never miss the next story that could change your life. And share this with someone who needs to hear it, someone whose basin is overflowing, someone who forgot they have the power to let go. Until next time, stay unbroken, stay present, and never stop becoming who you were always meant to be.